And welcome to the JTrain podcast. This is JTrain, Jared Freid, coming to you live from Delray Beach, Florida. That's right. Every Wednesday is a Chit Chat Wednesday where I sit with a comedian, a friend, an expert. Today I have all three. A friend, a comedian, an expert in being a Dominican daddy. He has a new special out on YouTube right now. It is called Material Boy. Ian, Lara, thank you for coming on the show. How are you?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. I appreciate you having me on, man. How's Florida?
Florida is great. As you can see, I got my sunglasses on my shirt, which signifies it is
you're that guy.
I'm that guy. I have the sunglasses at the ready. I'm ready to pop them on anytime I need them. In case of emergency, I'm going to leave here. I'm moving into my new place, so I'm in between apartments, so the internet is getting put into the new place from 3 to 5, which is like, I consider that the beginning of your new home, is when the internet is there. I don't know if you're as attached to the internet as I am, or like the service isn't great. So I'm like, I need this thing cooking. I need to like have websites appear before I even put them in the search bar. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember back in the day, it used to be when the cable got put in.
Right.
Like the cable guy would come, and now you can move in. You have television. You know what's going on. But before that, you were kind of like in nowhere. You didn't have TV. You didn't know what was happening.
You know, it's like that. I totally agree. It's so weird how that's just an admission that we don't want to be around our own thoughts. Like, that's just like, what do I even do here if I can't go on Instagram and look at people? What do I even do here if I can't watch a clip of a cat doing something funny? You know what I mean? Like, because I'm like, there was a time, remember you go on the computer and be like, I remember being younger, going on the computer and being like, what do people do here? Like, do I just go and play with the calculator? And it's like, I knew that the computer was supposed to have something else, like Oregon Trail. And if you didn't have a game, you know, like now that's like the whole apartment without the internet.
I remember, like, I envy, like, people like, you know, like Ari Shafir, who's like, I got rid of my phone. Now I just have like a flip phone. If you want to call me, just call this 1-800 number and they'll reach me. And I'm like, I can't even fathom that type of lifestyle.
I don't envy those people at all. I'm okay with living the piggish lifestyle that Wall-E, you know, promised me. Like the movie Wall-E, did you ever see it? They're all just attached to their chairs while they like scroll and do the internet while I'm okay with that. I guess like there's that new thing, the brick. Have you gotten ads for that where it's like it keeps you off of your phone? Like I do think there is this like weird thing where I keep trying to fashion my life into ways that will save me from myself. Like I'm like, oh, I'll put the phone here and I'll walk in this room and it'll be in the other room. Like I tried a joke once where I was like, yeah, I get off my phone every day for about 20 minutes while I'm in the shower. And that's like enough for me, you know, like.
Yeah, that's the break I need.
Yeah. I mean, right now you have to be in full phone mode. The special came out on YouTube. You are checking comments every 5 seconds. You are responding. You're sharing. I know the life. I know what you're going through. You probably having trouble adjusting your eyesight to looking at me right now because you're not looking at a phone.
My screen time, bro, it's like at 11 hours.
Dude, and I think it gets...
I'm embarrassed. Could you cut that out? I'm embarrassed.
No, don't cut that out because mine's worse. Mine's like that. You know, you're speaking. You're in a safe. You know, you're in safe waters because and I think being on the road, like our screen, I would like to see mine compared to Road Comedian.
Yeah.
Because I think we have to travel. You'll have a lot of alone time. The only friend you got, and this might make someone incredibly sad who's listening, but the only friend you got is the phone that connects you to other friends doing stuff to keep your mind off of the flight you're on and the Uber you're on, you know, all that stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like it when I take like a vacation or something, because I'm like, oh, my average is gonna come down, because
Right.
I'm gonna be, living life a little bit, so my average is gonna cool down,
Well,
and that's nice. But
they say the happier you are, the less you're on the phone. Like the happier, and that's the thing. It's like this push
yeah,
and pull of so you talk about being single in the special. Everyone should go watch it. It is called Material Boy, and it is on YouTube. The link is in the bio of this episode, both on YouTube and wherever you're listening. Here's what I will say to the listeners. I'm not going to sit here and like dance around it. Ian, the special came out November 7th. We're taping this on the 16th. He needs that first month. He needs the hits. He needs that first month matters. So go, and you're going to love it. I just watched the beginning of it, and it's hilarious. Every joke's great. I mean, our game that we're going to play at the end is on the subject of being a Dominican, and you talk about how there's always a band somewhere. When Dominicans get money, they make sure there's a band waiting.
yeah, they just have a band in places that they don't belong.
Right. So I'm going to ask more Dominican questions now that I'm
Okay.
here with you. But you're single. Are you single still?
Yeah.
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 That's the other thing. When you're in a relationship, I'm like, the phone time, it's almost, the phone is right now your girlfriend, like I treat, that's
Right.
I'm kind of like dating, the people who follow and respond to my shit.
Yes. I'm also like, I've decided I'm gonna be one of those guys that just show up married. You know those guys where you're like, when did you even start dating? And you're like, well, yeah, I'm married now, so I'm out the game.
The problem with that, there's
I'm
like
gonna
a lot
have
of
no.
women like
There's gonna
that
be
are
no
like,
transition.
didn't you DM me last week? Like a hard eyes thing? What's going on?
I don't know.
Here?
I'm married, ma'am. I can't speak
Ma'am.
to you.
She went from her name to ma'am.
From baby girl. Yeah.
So special comes out, dating. What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, look, the special is out. I always struggle with that, because I remember, like, I've had girlfriends. How do you deal with this? Like, when you have a girl, are you doing material that's like my girlfriend? Because that feels like it's dependent on the relationship being successful.
Right. It's hard. When I started getting into a relationship, I would do my girlfriend bit, and I don't know. It's been so long that I don't know how I would handle it now, because the hard part about being a comic is you put something out and you go, oh, well, that was taped at a part of my life that I was feeling those things and I was saying them that way. And now I've evolved and I would say it differently now. Like I would hope that because like right now I'm like trying to take the word men and women out of my act. I'm like just trying to say I
hear that.
I just say I.
Yeah, I felt that too. I've felt the same thing.
Right?
It sounds like I'm doing, yeah.
Because you're like, if I say men, it's just me absolving myself from the responsibility. I'm like, right, guys? Right? We all do this. Instead of like, I do this, which makes it harder to say. But if I won't even say I do it, then I shouldn't be making a joke about it,
Right. I think that I was in my last relationship, like she kind of came into it as the hour was already like there. So I was like, I can't change it now. Like I can't go from like all my single stuff, just get rid of it. I have to tape this. I have to get this out. And then maybe on the next one I'll start. But even that, I mean, we both know comics have 30 minutes on their partner, then they break up. And I'm like, well, now this is just.
Well, I would be dating someone and I'd be talking about my mom and like how she dealt with my relationships, and I could see like them being like, so like, it's almost like warning them about this person they may have to meet, like all the characters in my stories, like these are people that you'd have to deal with, and I'm describing them at their worst or most erratic or most, not worst, I guess I'm describing them at their most them, like they're getting a weird opportunity to meet them through my eyes when they're going to have their own experience. So I'm afraid that I might be like scaring them away a little bit. Like I did a whole bit about like my mom and my ex being like two cobras and like having to like, and how I didn't know how to handle them. And that is true. Like, I didn't know how to handle them. I didn't know what to do. I'm probably, like, if anything, these jokes are a warning to anyone I'm dating than anything else. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Right. I think I'm one of, and I don't know if this is good, but I'm one of these comic. I'm not one of these comics that's like everything on stage is like 100% real. Like I'm very honest. I'm writing jokes. I'm kind of doing a character on stage. It's an exaggerated character because if not, you meet girls and you have all these things about dating, and they're like, "Well, is this your dating life?" And I'm like, "No, it's not. And I'm just making fun. I'm mocking myself and other people's stories." So I'm pretty clear about that. I know I meet comics who, even though we both know they're lying, they try to pretend that like it's all real and all coming. I'm like, it's coming from a real place, but they're jokes. They're not. You know, this is not a representation of like.
It's hard because I start everything in truth. I start like something has to happen, right? And then you make it funny. And sometimes the make it funny part is like the one thing I try to think about. I'm like, do I want to say this every night? Like, do I want to say this punchline that makes fun of this thing? I don't know. It's hard. And that's when it like, it's almost a luxury too. Like you get the opportunity to like have fun with the jokes. Like, I think, you know, you're on your second special. So, like, what an opportunity. You get to make a second special, and it's probably more you than the first one, and now you get the opportunity to say, this is who I want to say I am. Because in the first special, and for me, I was just like, I need jokes that work. Like, I just got to survive at the cellar, and I got to, like...
100%.
You know, like, I just 100%. Want...
But those guys are always the guys who are killing every night.
Right.
The guys that are like, you know, I'm just trying to explore, and you're like, what?
And then and they're all loose, and you gotta.
Yeah. I'm not. You're not a loose guy. I'm not a loose guy.
No, I
really
get tight.
Either. We're like these are the jokes.
Where are you now?
It's like every sentence a laugh.
Where are you now? Are you going on dates? Stop looking for the perfect gift. Check out Aura Frames. Aura's digital frame is the gift your loved one will display all year long. Aura makes sleek, easy-to-use digital photo frames. Share memories with your loved ones from anywhere. It couldn't be easier. Let me just say, from personal experience, this is the gift that is going to be marked as a win, and then you are going to continue winning every time the person you get it for uses this gift, which will be you directed every time you update the frame from your phone with a photo. So if you go and give your mom or dad this Aura frame, you load it with all these pictures. Every time a picture comes up, it's going to remind them how much they love you and love the gift that you got them. Then, over the course of the year, you're going to get pictures of you and them and you with your kids or you just traveling, and you're going to update the frame from wherever you are, and they're going to go, oh, my God, we saw the frame. You updated. They're going to be excited all over again. Do you want a gift that reminds the person you got it for how great you are every time they look at it? That's Aura Frames. This is a win. Get it. I'm going to give you some free money. With the Aura app, you can upload unlimited photos and unlimited videos. You can even preload photos. You'll have the perfect gift right out of the box. For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames. Named #1 by Wirecutter by using promo code JTrain at checkout. That's AURA frames.com. Promo code JTrain. This deal is exclusive to JTrain fans, and Aura Frames sell out fast. Order yours now to get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning JTrain at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. Where are you now? Are you going on dates? How do you do it? Dating apps? No dating apps?
No dating apps. No dates, man. I'm just like kind of focused on the special, and then just whatever happens. Like I did the dating apps in the past. I haven't done them in years, like over 5 years. Honestly, the dating apps, and this is gonna sound weird coming from a man, they became too sex forward for me. Like it was too much. Yeah, like it was too much. Like you would match with a person and they would be like, let's have sex tonight. And I'm like, this seems like a setup.
What apps
I'm not
are
doing
you on?
Bro, I was on Tinder. I used to do Tinder. I used to get the most egregious messages from women.
That's so funny. I've never had that happen to me once. They're like, hey, will you please, let's get a drink and tell each other, our life stories, and then maybe we can like hold hands. Like that is like,
I'm not sure that's a good thing for me though. I think I
Right.
got that because I just seem non-threatening. I think these girls thought like if it came down to it, I'll fight them. And I'll like if it got dangerous, I'll just beat them up. So they felt comfortable taking these risks with me.
Wow, I mean, so that like you're the background for like a pitch, like, hey, I'll put it out there. This is my crazy night, and this guy won't
Yes.
be weird, and he's a safe option. Well, I've said this before,
Right.
a lot of people want, and I think the reason people want to date comedians a lot is because it's somewhat of a safe adventure. Like, if you're a nice guy who does comedy, like, you also offer this, like, I know this is for me, like, I go on stage, I do a weird thing, but I'm pretty normal, and but I do an adventurous thing. So it's like, okay, normal dude doing adventurous thing, can kind of hang out with that. So that makes, I think there's an attractive quality to that. There's also an unattractive quality to that where you're like, who would want to date someone who goes on stage, like, that needs that validation. So I understand it all goes both ways.
Yeah, I don't think people like, especially women, I don't think they generally like right out the gate realize the validation part of it. Like they don't connect the two. They don't connect like, wow, this guy really needs attention.
Right.
They just think you're just like some funny guy that can't help it, but just make everyone laugh.
Right. And the validation, the attention thing, like I don't need attention. I want instant feedback. Like I want to know
Me too.
how people feel right away. And I think that you're right. Like translate that. I don't think people realize it's like, that's kind of like how you feel about probably most things. I want to know if this story is fun for you to hear. I want to, and it's the only art where we get to hear back right away. Does it work? Does it not? Like you put a painting up in at a gallery, people go, they walk by, they have their thoughts, they keep it to themselves. And then maybe you get critiqued, but that's really it. Like stand up, like thumbs up, thumbs down right away. Like, and it does translate to dating. I think as far as like first dates are concerned, when I meet someone, I want the thumbs up. I want them to go, I had a good time. I liked his company. This is, wow, really good first day. That guy was actually a good guy. I didn't think so. I want to surprise people. Do you have that too?
Yeah. You ever been? Yeah, I do. You ever been on a date where you feel like, man, I am killing?
I've
kind of like
yes.
you're on stage.
Yes, and I've also had dates where I'm like, those. I'm bombing.
Yeah, me too. I've had like, I'm bombing. But I would compare like being on a date and killing. It's pretty close to stage killing, like the euphoria where you're like, ooh, you like sit back with your cup and you're like, so what else?
Well, there's a lot of like bad, this is why I've always felt that like, and this gets bogged down in a bad discussion, but like the idea of like when women have great laughs, I am like, I'm in. Like, and I can't even.
Me too.
If it's a great laugh and they're a fun laugh, and it's not that they're just laughing at anything, but they, they're a little bit loose with their laughter. I am like so much happier on that date, but I don't know if that means I like them more, but I am. Maybe I do. I guess that like, and I think like there's sometimes I've been on dates with women where I'm like, this girl knows that her laugh is going a long way. Like there is a, like she must know I can't be this funny. She must know this laugh is making me want date two because I got to get this audience back together.
Yeah. The best part is like for me on a date, the best part is like when she's talking and then I'm tagging her stuff, but it's killing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I'm barely saying anything, but every time I speak, it's a laugh.
That's it.
That's the sweet spot.
It's funny because if you were like to say to women like, hey, laugh on dates, it sounds really bad. Like, hey, you should smile more, kid. Like, it's like not a great, but it makes, if you're looking to like win a date, having a laugh, like I don't, this whole thing of like, because I don't know if you get this a lot where I get DMs where it's like, well, you're not as funny as me.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'd like to go out with you, and maybe you'll be able, and I go, it's some version of you're not that funny. And
that's not the way for me.
I'm with you, and look, it's so funny. We're on the same page because I hear that and I go, you have chosen the wrong direction. You have missed.
Right, which is fine.
Fine. I'm not going to doubt you.
Women do that to us all the time. They're like, that's a terrible pickup line. This is a terrible entryway. Do better. So it's fine. We can do it better.
I don't even do the do better. I'm just like, I see that message. I am like, not worth it. Not good for my time. Not good for my mentality.
No.
Good for them. Good luck. I hope they find the funniest person alive. I am not it for them.
No, I mean, do better in the future.
Right,
do better with someone else. Not with me.
This might work
because you blew it.
With someone else, I would say, if I were to guess, it will work in a healthy way with someone else. But I am not here for this mess. I will move on. And again, like you're saying, like I'm like the casino dealer. Like, I'll clap my hands, show them to the cameras.
Yeah, I'm
out.
New guy coming in.
Yeah, bring in the new guy.
Yeah. But if you think about it psychologically, it doesn't make sense. If you think about, we have dedicated our lives to getting approval from people telling us we're funny. We go out every night. We spend all of our years going out every night to get this. And your opening line to me is going to be that I'm not funny?
That my whole life's work was a mistake. And what they're doing is they're trying to bank off of this, we want to be challenged. I would love to be challenged. Not on this. Not on funny. I want no challenge on funny. I want easy audiences at home. I got easy audiences. I get difficult audiences all the time. I think they think if you're successful doing comedy, everyone's just kissing your ass. Easy. And it's like, no. We bomb every day, every night, every week.
Yeah.
I don't want to bomb at home. I want to, and I know I'm going to, but I want to have less of it at home.
You ever got this one? You ever got a girl like, hey, I don't want to make your head big or anything, but I think you're really funny. And I'm like, make my head big. I was suicidal. You just saved me.
Right.
You just saved me from ending it all. It's my head big. Where do you think I am?
It's a miscalculation. And because it does take a lot of confidence to get on stage and speak to a mic. I'm not sure how to describe the type of confidence it takes, because it does, and again, you meet all flavors. So like, I think you and I are more alike than maybe some other comics where it's like, yeah, of course I go on stage. I would argue that the person who's cocky about going on stage isn't a very good comedian, because that means they're not going on enough to bomb.
Or mental illness also can take the place of confidence.
Right.
Like if you really have a thing.
No, I'm not confident. I'm mentally ill.
We've all seen that guy, which is like, this is not going to end well.
Right. Well, yeah. But it's just like, I get the thing you get. I get it as well, where it's like, I don't want to make your head any bigger. It's like, I don't know what you think I get. Yeah. This is getting me to active and reasonable. I'm not floating above the sky going, look at all these peons and how I make them laugh. No, that's not.
Right. But I get it though. Cause like, think about when you're at the VU and you're murdering, you're like at the top of the world. So to them, they're like, this guy is like the biggest guy in the planet right now.
Right. And he doesn't need
so if I give him a compliment
at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is we have heard it all, and it's also includes negative, and you tend to feel the negative more than you feel the positive. You tend to remember the negative more than you remember the positive. And so give me favorite joke from the special. And it's called
Favorite Joke
Boy, and it's on YouTube. You can go watch it right now. The link is in the description of this episode.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. It's nothing better when you have like your hour and you're like, you have fun with it, where you're like excited for every bit. Like, so you're killing on one bit, but you're like, I can't wait to get to the next bit. One of the funnest jokes that I had telling is I have a joke in the middle. It's about, it's the dead cat story.
Okay.
It's about, going on a date, and this girl like invited me back to her place. And when I got back to her place, her roommate's cat died. And he was sick. Like she knew he was gonna die. Like he was like a matter of days. She actually mentioned it during the date. And then when we got back, he was dead. And then she wanted me to remove the cat. Like she wanted me to just like throw it out.
Okay.
And I do the whole, and I talk about that. That was my funnest. I had the funnest telling that, because like when that hit, people were like really like laughing. Like
that is
loudly.
an underrated age thing. And I felt this in my own dating life, is like after 35, when you start dating women 30 and above, 35 and above, there's generally a pet. And I'm not as far along with the pet as I am with her. Like,
yes,
I don't care about this pet. Not that I don't care about animals, but like we don't have the connection, and you get brought home to this pet, and I gotta act like I love it already. Like I'm still trying to see if I like the girl, and I'm like I gotta like see if this, and then I gotta like act like it's the best pet of all. I don't know this pet. I hope it's a good dog or a cat, but I always feel awkward that like the pet is like, I'm meeting the pet on date 3 and I'm still on date 0 with the pet.
Yeah. No, this was even worse because she didn't care. She didn't have a connection to the pet. It was her roommate.
Right. So she was just care, like you care even less about this dead cat.
Right. She was like, just take it. And then she was like challenging my manhood because I didn't want to remove the thing. So it was like a whole thing. It's like a 5-minute chunk. And I remember that happened to me like 5 years ago. And I just had it in my head and I couldn't figure it out. And I remember one afternoon I was in Kansas City. I was doing a comedy club in Kansas City. And I was like, I got to figure out this dead cat story. I got to figure out how to tell it. And I spent like, no joke, like 7 hours, like pacing, walking around, trying to find the beats to the story. And then when I told it later that night, immediately I was like, this is going to be one of my favorite bits. Yeah.
And when you find it, you're like, what a piece I have. I understand that completely.
Yeah.
What's a joke you wish you had longer to work on?
Longer to work on? Let me see if I have any of those. I don't think I have any of those, because I'm one of these guys that like, I'm not one of these guys that writes a joke and then he's like, it's ready.
Right.
Like I really do it. Like I run the jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Like none of it was like, all of it was like done thousands of times.
Everyone go watch it. Material Boy. It's on YouTube at Ian Lara on all platforms. Go follow, go watch. It's fantastic. I watched the beginning before we started here today. So that's why I want to bring up this game. You ready?
Yeah.
This is called Do Me Dominican. Okay.
Gotcha.
You said, the band at every event is a Dominican thing. Like at events that maybe there shouldn't be a band. And I was like, that's awesome. Okay. I like that. I like finding out the very specific thing that is particular to a group, because I'm sure you know this. You go to a show, I have this with Jewish people, and then someone says, oh, we do that too. And, you find out that all these things that you think are just Dominican, just Jewish, are so many other people have them. But there's these little things that you think of as specifically Dominican to each of these subjects. So I'm going to give you a subject. You tell me what's the most Dominican thing about this subject.
All right.
Birthdays.
Dominicans take birthdays very seriously.
Okay.
Like very seriously. They treat every birthday like you're going to die within the next 12 months.
Really?
So we have to enjoy this one. Because this will definitely be the last one. Like, you know how some people's like, oh, this is my big 40th?
Right.
Like Dominicans will do like my big 32. And you're like, that's not a thing. That's like just a regular birthday. And they're like, no, you're turning 33. That's Jesus' age. We have to rent out a venue and have a sweet 33, like a sweet 16 for like a regular birthday.
I was trying to think of these for Jews, and I for birthdays, I don't even know if I have one other than like no one really cared about my birthday. There was no thought of my birthday. Like it was just like a kind of a day. But
Really?
yeah, we were. I never, but maybe I don't know. We just never really. It was like, yeah, yeah.
Oh no, we're the opposite, dude. Like that's when like your family, like they'll write you a letter telling you like how great you are and how much they wish. It's like a big thing, man.
All right, barbecues. What's specific to a Dominican barbecue?
Dominican barbecues start very late and end very early in the morning. So I know you hear the word barbecue, you think, okay, so you'll probably have people come over at like 1, and then you'll barbecue till the sun goes down, and that's how it is. That's not how Dominicans do it. Dominican barbecues start roughly 8, 9 p.m.
Okay.
And people leave 4 or 5 in the morning.
Moms. What's the most Dominican mom thing?
Dominican moms and Jewish moms are very similar.
Yeah.
Very overbearing, very in your business, very like, you know, if you have a wife, they're gonna like compete. Like that's you're their little boy forever.
Dominican dads.
Dominican dads, very not emotional, angry a lot for no reason.
Okay.
They're just mad. That's just what it is. Kind of, being happy is like a sign of weakness. So you gotta always just be angry and stern and command respect.
Gifts. What's a Dominican gift?
Dominicans love gifting colognes. I don't know why, but I have over 30 colognes in my every year. They just think that's like when a guy, you give him a cologne. That's like a real gift. Like any name brand cologne, they'll just gift it to you no matter what.
So what's your favorite cologne?
Right now, I have a Givenchy cologne and a Versace cologne that I'm wearing. Because then I got like institutionalized. Because like I grew up getting cologne gifted, and now like I'm addicted to cologne.
Right. I started.
So, like I
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying so. Like I'll go when I fly. If I fly, I'll go to duty free. I'll buy a cologne. Like that's.
I started buying dupes of colognes. I go on like Amazon, and like I'll go to like a list of like top men's colognes for 2025, and then I'll go to Amazon. I'll be like, type in the name with dupe, and they're like $6.
Yeah, but does it last the whole day, you feel?
I don't even know. I wouldn't know the difference because I'm so out of the cologne game.
Yeah. Oh, no, dude. I have some colognes that, I mean, to get the scent off you, you got to go through a car wash. This is like, this sticks to you. It gets in your pores.
Ian, Lara, thank you so much for coming on. Fantastic. Go. Watch the special. It's called Material Boy. It is on YouTube at Ian Lara. Dude, thank you for coming on. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, JTrain, man. I appreciate you having me.
Of course. Chit Chat Wednesday, back next week. Boom.